Hello Mastermind Gaming community, and in today's video we will be starting a new series in which I will be naming MOBA Mondays. Basically, I'm going to be hopping onto Smite or another MOBA to showcase you gameplay tips, tricks, etc. about a particular MOBA. I'm a big fan of historical mythologies and I really enjoy games like Age of Mythology and Smite alike. So I'm introducing this game to people who might also enjoy the similar gods based on both of these games to maybe try out or to try one of the other games out and give them a shot. But without further ado, let's get into the introduction of Smite, Battleground of the Gods. Smite is a unique third-person MOBA that is based on the real-life mythologies of our own historical pasts. The third-person perspective gives a whole different feeling to the MOBA genre of games, creating unique plays that are only possible with the third-person aspect of this game. Most MOBA games are played with a top-down view, giving you a 360-degree view of your character, where Smite is different in that you can only see what is in front of your character and slightly beside. This means that flanking and things can be much more devastating without proper awareness from your team, and you will often find yourself getting caught out in the open without proper guidance and caution, especially when you first start playing Smite. Smite is a free-to-play game and is available on all major consoles and PC, which also has cross-play enabled, so you can play with your friends on various consoles together and on PC. Another thing that you will find very different about Smite is that the game modes are more diverse than pretty much any other MOBA on the market right now. There are 7 core multiplayer game modes, along with various other game modes that come and go such as daily modes. The 7 core game modes are Conquest, Arena, Assault, Joust, Siege, Clash, and Duel. We'll be touching briefly on each game mode in this video, giving you a little bit of information about it and the statistics that make each one unique. The first game mode we will be looking at is Conquest. In Conquest, 2 teams of 5 players fight off in a 3-laned map. Players must have an account level of 5 or more and must also have unlocked Arena, Joust, and Assault to play this game mode. This is the typical MOBA mode, with 2 bases at opposite sides of the map connected by 3 lanes. Each lane is protected by 2 towers and a phoenix. If you have played any MOBA style games before this one, you will feel most comfortable with this map as it is the most traditional 3-lane style map that most MOBAs are popular for. The main objective of this mode is for players to assault the enemy defenses and destroy the Titan at the center of the base, while preventing the enemy from destroying theirs. The first team to destroy the enemy Titan wins. Some quick facts about Conquest are that there are 5 players per team. Everyone starts at level 1 with 1500 starting gold. There's a setup time of 1 minute, a minion spawn time of 0, a jungle spawn time of 30 seconds, and gold spooling at 3 per second. An average game time is usually between 30 to 45 minutes. Now to cover a couple of the things that we just talked about there, setup time being at 1 minute basically means that you will have 1 minute from when the match actually loads in before anything actually starts to really happen. The players can actually all move around, you can buy things from the shop, however nothing's going to be actually on the map for you to really do. So it's just basically just trying to get into position, buy your items, and then after that the minion spawn time basically means is whenever the setup time is over, how long until the minions decide to start to spawn, as well as the jungle spawn time being 30 seconds means that everything inside of the jungle, such as the camps and things, do not spawn until 30 seconds into a match. Gold spooling is a thing in the game where basically you constantly are getting gold while you're playing the game, and gold spooling is the term for that. So while you're playing Conquest, you'll be automatically generating 3 gold every second, in addition to generating gold in different ways, such as killing minions and killing players. And now that we have the basics figured out there, we are going to be going into Arena as the second game mode of choice. In Arena, 2 teams of 5 players in a small arena with no lanes nor towers. There are no Titans in this mode. Instead, to win, the player's objective is to reduce the enemy's ticket counter to 0. Each team starts with 500 tickets, and there are specific rules for reducing enemy tickets. There are 2 exits to each base located on the leftmost and rightmost sides of the map. There is an invulnerable phoenix protecting each entrance, and there are also neutral buff camps on the left and right sides of the arena. Looking at this game mode, there are 5 players per team, just like in Conquest. However, you will be starting at level 3 with 1500 starting gold and a setup time of 45 seconds and a jungle spawn time of 0. Also, gold spooling is increased pretty substantially at 10 gold per second, with an average game time lasting between 15 to 20 minutes. In the next game mode we will be talking about, we are going to be looking at Assault. In Assault, there are 2 teams of 5 players who are pitted against each other in a single lane. There are no jungle camps, and the only goal is to push the minion waves to destroy all of the enemy structures, with the game ending at the death of a titan. Unlike other game modes, the game picks a random god for each player. Players can reroll their god once, causing the game to select a different random one. Gods can also be swapped between players. Looking a little bit more in depth into how the game works, you're going to be looking at 5 teams per player with a starting level of 5 this time, which means that all players will have the ultimates at the start of the match. And then you're going to be looking at 3,000 starting gold this time, with a setup time of 1 minute 30 seconds and a spooling gold pool of 4 per second, with an average game time of about 20 minutes. The next game mode we will be looking at is Joust. Joust is a 3v3 game mode. There are jungle camps on the sides of the map and only one short lane protected by 1 tower and a phoenix. The objective is to destroy the enemy's defenses and ultimately their titan. Players will be paired against each other at 3 per team, with a starting level of 3, starting gold at 1500 with a 45-second setup time, a jungle spawn time of 10 seconds, and spooling gold happening at 6 per second. You will find that most Joust games last between 15 and 20 minutes. And the next game mode we will be looking at is Siege. Now, Siege has 2 teams of 4 players fighting to destroy each other's structures and finally their titan with the aid of a special super minion called the Siege Juggernaut. Standard lane minions spawn at regular intervals and sizes, but for every 100 points a team earns, a Siege Juggernaut is spawned. Each team can earn points by accomplishing certain tasks. These super-sized monsters have a large health pool and deal bonus damage to enemy structures. It is possible to spawn a Siege Juggernaut by killing the neutral wild Juggernaut in the center of the map. There is a portal in each team's base that activates when that team has at least 1 Juggernaut on the battlefield. Entering the portal will transport that player instantly to their friendly Juggernaut. You will find that there are 4 players per team with a starting level of 3, starting gold of 2000 with a setup time of 1 minute and 30 seconds, a jungle spawn time of 10 seconds, and a spooling gold pool of 6 per second. In the next game mode we will be looking at is going to be Clash. Now, Clash is a 5v5 casual game mode that is focused around group team fights and lane pushing mechanics. The map itself features 2 lanes defended by structures in an hourglass shape. The goal of each team is to push down the enemy's defenses and defeat the enemy titan. Players can expect to meet each other in the middle of the map, which provides quick access to the other major objectives, both lanes, and a central damage red buff that players will have to fight over. The layout means players will often be fighting in large numbers, while looking for opportunities to push down the enemy team's defenses. You will find that there are 5 players per team with a starting level of 3, a starting gold total of 1500 with a setup time of 40 seconds. The jungle spawns at 10 seconds with a gold spool of 6 per second and an average game time of roughly 20 minutes or so. And last but not least, you have Duel. Duel is a 1v1 ranked only game mode that uses the same map that Joust uses. There are jungle camps on the sides and only 1 short lane protected by 1 tower and a phoenix. The objective is to destroy the enemy's defenses and ultimately their titan. You have players per team of only 1 since it is a 1v1 game mode, starting level of 3 with a starting gold of 1500, setup time of 45 seconds, and a jungle spawn time of 10 seconds with a gold spool of 6 per second. Average game times are usually between 20 and 25 minutes, however that can kind of vary a little bit, just kind of depends on how well the match is going. However, since it is a 1v1, sometimes matches can go a little bit slower than what a Joust match can go, sometimes they can go faster. Just depends on your skill level and the gods that you're actually going up against. And this is a ranked only mode. You cannot play this in casual. So once you actually do get up to the level to be able to play ranked, you will be able to play it then, but not until then, unless you do custom game modes before then. But this is going to be wrapping up the first part of the Smite new player introduction series. I hope that this video has helped you gain a firmer grasp on Smite and things to look out for, as well as a brief touch on most aspects of the game. There will be more detailed videos coming soon, so stay tuned for more, as this is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the knowledge you can possess to conquer your enemies in Smite, Battleground of the Gods. I'll see you guys in the next episode.